the insane story of MrBeast and CSGO. MrBeast used to have a huge CSGO inventory. He used to make videos. MrBeast 6,000 back in the day. I am excited.
This is Jimmy, better known as MrBeast. MrBeast, according to some parts of the internet, is an evil monster for heinous crimes like spending money on producing a piece of media, cleaning up the ocean, and curing people's blindness. And if your blood is already boiling at the sound of these heinous crimes, well, brace yourself because I'm about to show you Jimmy's real sin. In October 2020, MrBeast would diss CSGO on Twitter. Now, ironically, I think this tweet may actually have angered some of the people watching this. So I just want to say, MrBeast...
Whoa. Same with CSGO. I'll never play a game that has rain pen cheating. It literally ruins all the fun for me when I don't know if I died from a good shot or hacks. He's got a point.
I think this tweet may actually have angered some of the people watching this. So I just want to say, MrBeast is a man, not a god. He doesn't have to like CSGO. It's not for everyone. Him not liking it does not therefore make it bad. It's fine. You can just disagree. However, since this is the internet, we need to find some insane reason to criticize MrBeast. So I want to point out that this tweet might make you think MrBeast has never touched CSGO, and that's not true. MrBeast and CSGO go a long way back. He was deeply into the game at one point, and you could...
No! My man. Silver 2. No shot. MrBeast, 300,000 subscribers. Nah.
Aim at one point, and you could, at a stretch, a considerable stretch, even argue it's a kind of origin story for him. So, what is this secret history of CSGO and MrBeast? Well, in this video, we're going to be telling this forgotten story. Deep within the bowels of YouTube, you will find a video from 2016 of MrBeast playing CSGO. It's from a much more innocent time. It is full of language Jimmy would never be caught dead saying on YouTube these days.
I think you should just kill yourself.
He doesn't appear to be...
Joe! In game.
Entirely technically competent.
I just heard auto shut
That is not MrBeast, that is MrBeast 6,000. Wow.
down through my headset. What does that mean?
And he also can't play for shit. Technically competent.
I just heard auto shut down through my headset. What does that mean?
And he also can't play for shit. So it's basically exactly the same as when I play CSGO with my friends. But this cancerous video serves a useful purpose. It allows us to track down MrBeast's actual Steam profile. There's not a lot going on here. He's got a knife, he's friends with a few YouTubers, but otherwise... Let me analyze. Juicy, gambling YouTuber, Red Spy, ooh, who the f is that? Wait, I know this guy. T-Butter, lol. This guy used to make bussin' videos, chat. Blue Stank, I don't know who that is. But otherwise, aside from one thing I'm not going to mention yet, that is pretty much all there is to see. Clearly, he did play CSGO a bit, you can tell just by looking at the drops, but for most part, this is just one of thousands of other abandoned accounts. And you might be there thinking MrBeast was just another casual player. But he wasn't. You see, once upon a time, MrBeast was quite interested in a different aspect of CSGO. The
oh, jeepers, here we go.
Skins. And in September 2015, as a 7.7k sub YouTuber, Jimmy became intrigued at the extraordinary prices CSGO players were paying for the in-game items, so he made a video talking about it. Now, like every video from— I remember this. Somebody linked this to me out of nowhere, like a year ago or something, and everybody was like, what the hell? This exists? Crazy. He compared video game knives to real world money. Bro, what video was that? Crazy. Look at the old price, by the way. $150 butterfly knife vanilla. That is thousands now. From 2015 about the price of skins, this thing has aged horrifically. Like, he talks about how crazy it is if a butterfly is worth 150, which just makes you wince in pain when you look at the same skin today. It was also pretty clear Jimmy had only just gotten started with CSGO.
Like I said, I've only played...
I think even this video makes you kinda aware, because now, isn't it much more than 1.5k? Let me see. It's already 2,000. From 1.5k a month ago to 2,000.
when you look at the same skin today. It was also pretty clear Jimmy had only just gotten started with CSGO.
Like I said, I've only played Counter-Strike a couple of times. I'm a little noobish, and sorry if anything I said in this video is not true. I tried to research it and make sure all my facts were accurate.
That said though, this is not bad content. You can see MrBeast's natural talent for making videos in it. He basically does McSkillet before McSkillet was even doing McSkillet. Not that it saved him from a few hate comments, but making this video appears to
This guy did not do enough research. The powerful knife in the game is based off a custom knife that is worth around $600, or the falchion knife. In-game, $100, while the real knife counterpart, Cold Steel Espada, is about $400. One upvote from a fellow nerd.
It saved him from a few hate comments. But making this video appears to have been a bit of a catalyst for MrBeast to get deeper into skins, because according to Jimmy, he ultimately
Probably himself, yeah. Jesus.
became
Are you a self-upvoter? I do it sometimes on YouTube. I even do it on Twitter.
a bit of a skins trader,
Why would I tweet something out I don't like?
something which only came out pretty recently, by the way. Now, it's not 100% clear what sort of trading he was doing. He's quoted as talking about buying knives, but the prices shown in the article are completely inconsistent with that, and either way, the thing would eventually end in tragedy when his mum intervened and shut it all down. I have no idea why she decided her son flipping
Yo. Huh? Why is he talking about his mum and then he shows this 5.7?
some items on Steam was some evil sin that had to be stamped out. In fact, the way Jimmy talks about it makes it sound like she's still angry about this to this very day for whatever reason. But either way, he appears to credit the episode with teaching him actual entrepreneurial skills, or at least that's the spin this journalistically questionable article decided to put on things. But Jimmy didn't just trade a few skins, he also became networked with a bunch of CSGO content creators, and a very specific type of content creator. So I first heard about this when I was speaking to McSkillet's ex-business partner a couple of years ago, who mentioned Jimmy and McSkillet were friends. Good friends, apparently. Now, I suspect good friends might have been a bit of a stretch, but they do seem to have known each other. There's a couple of tweets where McSkillet interacts with MrBeast, but much more interesting is this video here from a YouTuber called Incompetent, where he claims that MrBeast, McSkillet, Juicy, and Tabata, the last two are also YouTubers by the way, all came into his stream in late 2017. And while the actual evidence in the video might seem a bit thin, like we've got this chat log showing Juicy and MrBeast, and also matching trays from Juicy where he donated some skins, I completely believe this story, because MrBeast is still friends with Juicy and Tabata on his Steam. Of course, what all three of Jimmy's friends do have in common here is that they're all Gamba guys, and two of them at least even own sites. And given his public image these days as YouTube Jesus, it might be a bit of surprise to see Jimmy hanging out in 2017 with a bunch of Gamba dudes. But a quick look at MrBeast's Steam profile actually solves this mystery. It turns out that back in the day, Jimmy liked to get it twisted. Now, we know
Jeepers. I am addicted. csgobig.com. I'm addicted to gambling. MrBeast, YouTube, csgobig.com. Because you got probably like, I don't even know, like a deposit bonus or something if you had it in your Steam name.
know from Steam Rep that this username is from December 2016, so that puts this phase of his life firmly in 2017. And if you're surprised to find out that MrBeast liked a good degen back in the day, well, I've got another surprise for you. He made content about these sites, and it's also likely not a coincidence that you're—
What the f? Going from 500 to 10 knives, CSGO gambling insane, CSGO gambling like doubled money.
Content about these sites, and it's also likely not a coincidence that you're seeing this one site in his username a lot. I'm pretty suspicious that was his sponsor. You see, MrBeast has this channel called Beast Reacts. It's been called a lot of different things over the years, but during 2017 and a bit of 2018, it was called MrBeast's CSGO. And on MrBeast's CSGO in 2017, amongst other things, he would upload a very specific type of video. And I'd tell you more about this, except when I tried to research it, it really seemed like someone had tried really hard to scrub this stuff from the internet. The Wayback Machine is missing big chunks of its history. I can't find a single archived video anywhere on YouTube, but we can see from this page that they did exist, and you will find the odd comment from people that remember it too. Now, I definitely don't blame Jimmy for trying to erase the past here, assuming it was him, although I don't see who else it could have been. The world is not a worse place for the fact this content is hidden and inaccessible now, but on the general ethics of these kinds of sponsorships, I do want to make a point. Most big gaming YouTubers who are active at the time are dirty when it comes to this kind of stuff. Jimmy made these videos, well, so did Fitz, Shroud, and Swagger Souls, and none of these.
Bro, I saw, bro.
Jimmy made
I don't
these
want to
videos,
be that guy,
well,
but
so did.
he as well is now sponsored by Clash and shit, no? I don't know.
And none of these guys are close to the worst offenders. He was very young, it would have been good money, and it can be hard to say no, and I don't think it's fair to randomly single out anyone for criticism when everyone did it.
Yeah.
But anyway, all this does kind of answer our question at the end of the day. Why was MrBeast hanging out with these guys? Well, they had a common interest. And given some of the content MrBeast has made since, I do wonder whether it was CSGO that initially got him hooked. It got a lot of people hooked after all. In any case though, MrBeast and CSGO were soon going to part ways. The most recent drop in MrBeast's inventory is the clutch case, which tells us he probably last played the game at some point during 2018. Apparently, he was super Fortnite brained at this point, and it just wasn't working.
Oh, isn't that another indicator? Didn't Max Skillet also try to work on a Fortnite like competitive type thing? Do you remember that? I remember the Jesus documentary. Yeah, 100%, bro.
Given his ascension to YouTube godhood, he probably has slightly more important things to worry about these days. I mean, the oceans are not going to clean themselves, and as much as I like
I guess maybe
CSGO,
just everybody did it because it was hype, I guess. I don't know.
sometimes there are some things that are just a little bit more important than it. However, it is interesting seeing the role that CSGO played in the history of a massive YouTuber like this. CSGO isn't a particularly trendy game, and while that has helped give it a lot of longevity because trends go out of fashion, it means it also doesn't get as much attention from big influencers as some other titles, but it still has played a role in a lot of people's past, and MrBeast is a really interesting example of that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, massively appreciated. Otherwise,
I thought there would be some like more negative response. That's W, bro. Deserved. Good video.
See
and
ya.
if I do some love right now. I hope that, I don't know, if the whole thing like that he just was doing it for sponsors, you know, like the I'm addicted and everything. I hope that he won't, like, I don't know, fall back, get it like full twisted with all the money that he accumulated.